It's one of the places in the United States where they got more gang members than Popeyes. Got motherfuckers standing on the line right now to get that chicken sandwich. Yes, sir. You already know what it is, man. It's Crips and Bloods in Texas. Yes, sir. We not doing each different part in Texas. We're going to do the whole Texas as a one, man. Yes, sir. We got some things we're going to talk about, man. Don't forget to tune into your boy Harlem Smiley. And this is the one, the only Dirt Gang TV. Let's get into it, man. Yikes. Side block. No. It's Curry Low.
You are now tuned into Mossman Tough Beats.
Y'all niggas already know what it is, man. Shout out from all the 30s, man. All the way from 35th and Edgecombe all the way to Crenshaw, man. Y'all already know what it is. 30s, all of my. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification button. If you are not new to the channel, you're just watching and you like the content, don't forget to hit the like button. That's the one with the thumbs up, man. If you want, just throw 2 thumbs up, man. Dirt Gang. I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from my Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. It's your boy, man. Harlem Smiling. This is the one, the only Dirt Gang TV. And yes, sir, y'all been asking for it. So I'm going to give it to y'all. This is Texas, baby. Yes, sir. The one, the only Texas. Now, everybody know Texas is super big. It's the biggest state we got. So listen, with that being said, we can't do each and every part of Texas. I'm not doing Houston, not doing Dallas, I'm not doing San Antonio, I'm not doing Fort Worth. We going to just get right into it in the whole Texas, man. So a lot of places people don't talk about when you talk about Texas is Fort Worth, Texas. And why don't people talk about Fort Worth, Texas? Because Fort Worth, Texas is where it goes down at. It's gritty out there. It's crazy out there. It's right outside of pretty much Dallas. So a lot of people really don't, they don't talk about it. When you talk about that area, you talk about Dallas. When you in Houston area, you talk about Houston area. When you in San Antonio, you talk about San Antonio area. So everybody know Texas for, these big cowboy boots and spurs and riding on horses down the street. That's not the case, man. And in this instance, too, a lot of people don't realize, too, there's a lot of Crips, and there's a lot of Bloods, and there's a lot of GDs, there's a lot of BDs, there's Latin Kings, there's Serenos, there's MS-13s, you got cliques. I mean, it's all kind of shit. It's everything inside of there, too. And we talking about different parts of Texas. So the reason why I always bring up Fort Worth, Texas is because a lot of people don't really talk about Fort Worth, Texas. Not only do Fort Worth, Texas, it goes down and gritty and everything. They got a lot of good rappers out of Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, I know whenever I do these videos, I don't only just like to talk about the gang aspect of it too. I like to talk about rappers that's doing good inside of it, but they're also gang members inside of it. So it all connects together too. So on the Crip side, you got like Maxo Cream, you got Solo Lucci, you got Biella Beezy, you got Go Yayo, you got Asian Doll, Tay K, rest in peace to C Shrugs, it's a bunch. Who we got on here? JP Savage, Lil Carter Park. It's a bunch of different Crip rappers that's coming out of Texas. So I like Texas because Texas has a lot of different people that go to Texas for various reasons. So like on the East Coast, right? Whenever you get in trouble and you live anywhere in New York, Pennsylvania, down south, in the #1 place to really run to when you get in trouble is Atlanta. Everybody run to Atlanta. Everybody goes down to Atlanta. You skip all these other places. From North Carolina to Virginia to Maryland to Delaware to, Baltimore. I mean, a lot of these people get in trouble, they run to Atlanta. On the West Coast, when you get in trouble, California, Vegas, Colorado, Arizona, Chicago. A lot of these people go to Texas. Texas has more people living there from different states than I ever seen in my life. Hence the reason why Crips and Bloods ended up out there in Texas. So Some of the blood rappers too, NCG, or Mad Max, Trap Boy Freddy, you got Lou Fat, more y'all might know about Sauce Walker, Bugatti Casino, Kyrie, you got the Bartell brothers, Mo, Ray Gunner, Two Gang Honcho. It's a bunch of different rappers out there too. They got a lot of underground rappers out there that's doing a lot. And you may hear, excuse me, you may hear a lot of these people on the song together with each other. Reason being, Texas is a little off. And if you see any of my past videos where I did on Bloods and Crips in New York, when I was talking about the Woos and the Chos, in Texas, you have a lot of different cliques. And I haven't done all the research on all the cliques. That's going to be coming on part 2. But for the most part, you got a bunch of different cliques. And what these cliques do, so what these cliques do is, if you from that side of town, or if you from that ward, because a lot of places in Texas, just like in Detroit, in New Orleans, they got wards. But it's certain part of Texas that it's like you could be right here, but this part don't mess with this part. You from this ward, you don't mess with this ward. If you from this part of the town, you don't mess with this part of town. Like for instance, right? A lot of guys in Fort Worth don't, for the most part, really like, super mess with dudes in Dallas. So if, say for instance, right? If both of y'all from, let's just say, Treetop Piru, but you mess with this clique and your other man from Treetop mess with this clique, then y'all really don't mess with each other like that. But we gonna get more into that too. So a lot of things I like to talk about before we get too far ahead of ourselves is the sets that's out there. And I know there's more sets than the ones I'm about to name, but for the most part, there's not too many local sets out there. The reason being too, a lot of cats from LA got in trouble. They got in trouble. They was on a run. They was trying to get money. Same thing like everywhere else. They ended up out there in Texas, whether it was any part of Texas, and they end up just putting people on. Now the question is whether these people had permission to put people on or not. That's the question at hand too. So that's why a lot of time too, if you in that situation to where somebody moved from LA and they move to your town and they put people on, and you old enough to know who that person is that put people on, when you go back to California, check it. It's simple. If you from Treetop, he from Treetop, and he from LA, it's somebody from Treetop. One of the big homies should know who he is. And speaking of that, we're going to get right into the blood set. So out there, you got the Inglewood family bloods. And yes, I said it. You got the Inglewood family bloods out there. Yes, sir. Inglewood family, direct descendant right from LA, is also the direct descendant right there in Texas. Now, they may don't do things the exact same way, but they follow the same code. When they using that name, they going with the exact same thing as the Inglewood families in LA is doing too. And 9 times out of 10, for you to have that direct name, let's be for real, somebody from LA had to come out there and come start it out there too. Like you got the Hiram Clark family blood. Now Hiram Clark is a specific spot that's in Texas. It's a specific block that's out there, but it's also an area. Hiram Clark consists of people from different areas in that area, but Hiram Clark is a specific boulevard that kind of connects them together. So Hiram Clark family blood is a direct descendant from Texas, and it is a local base set, but it is a blood set. You see what I'm saying? So now you got the Treetops out there, which the Treetops direct descendant to. I actually met Treetops from Texas that go to New York back and forth too, and they all got the same handshake. The New York Treetops, the Texas Treetops, and the LA Treetops. But the only difference is the Houston Treetops, they got, it once again, it's a lot of cliques. I don't want to say the cliques is more important than the gangs out there, but it's almost like that. It's almost like your clique supersedes your gang when it comes to certain cliques. You see what I'm saying? Because your clique could have Bloods, Crips, BDs, GDs, but none of y'all beefing. All of y'all chill, all y'all good, all y'all, everybody chilling, everybody smoking, everybody going to parties together is no problem. But as soon as you run into another Blood or Crip or BD or GD from that area, I mean, from the different clique, now y'all going into it. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like cliques over gangs when it comes down to certain people. But, you know, but the Treetops, they do show respect to the Treetops of LA. It's just, you know, just like the New York cats, they feel like they just doing their own thing. They don't want to just take everything from LA. You know, they got to put their own swag on it. Then you got the Bounty Hunters, another descendant directly from LA. In this instance, it's not like with LA as far as like when certain Bloods beef with certain Bloods. Like say for instance, right, you also got Fruit Towns and in Texas. The Fruit Towns and the Treetops don't beef with each other in Texas like that. See what I'm saying? But the Fruit Towns and, you know, Treetop got their problems or whatever like that in LA. Now New York, for the most part too, it's okay. You see what I'm saying? They not really, you know, they wouldn't really go. Yeah, that's not your first instance if you out there, if you from Treetop to go grab somebody from Fruit Town. But, you know, they not really beefing with each other. So once again, in Texas, it's a clique-based thing. If somebody from that clique got a problem with somebody from that clique, then it is what it is. But you could be in the same clique and got somebody from Fruit Town and you got somebody from Treetop all in the same one. But Bounty Hunters, you know, Bounty Hunters is always like going to be like an outlawed set. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, they move the same way. A lot of these sets move the same way like the New York sets move. You see what I'm saying? But they got LA, they all LA based sets. And the reason why I say they move like how New York move, because out there it's like they all try to be united. But if you in a certain clique, then you mess with that clique. You see what I'm saying? It's not super just Blood on Crip, GD on BD. You know, the Latin Kings for the most part out there, they just, you know, they just getting into it with, you know, anybody too. And then we got you got Elm Streets out there. Once again, another direct descendant. Now Elm Street that made it everywhere, and they got Elm Streets everywhere down south. You don't see there's some Elm Streets like when you hit like Jersey and like New York City and all that too, but for the most part too, Elm Street is very big down south. Elm Street and Fruit Town, for like as far as like the LA base sets, hit down south very hard too. Like a lot of the New York sets hit the east side of the South very hard, like Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Delaware, Maryland, Atlanta, you know, places like that. But, you know, Texas pretty much got a mixture of it all. But, you know, I mean, Elms went everywhere. They went everywhere. Then you got Skylines out there. Once again, everybody knows Skyline. Big in San Diego. Known outside of San Diego. I would probably say it's San Diego's most known set, Skyline. Once again, making it different places. Ludus Park. Ludus Park out there. Neighborhood Pyru. You got Neighborhood Pyrus out there. See what I'm saying? Then you got like 102 Pyru, South Park Pyru. And then one thing that was, you got 5'9 Pyru. Now, I had to really like get into it and see whether it was 5'9 brims or not, or whether it was 5'9 Pyrus. So in this instance too, they're not 5'9 brims. They're 5'9 Pyrus. I didn't hear anything about 5'9 brims being out there because they got 5'9 Pyrus. So that being said, there's a lot more blood sets that I've seen out there, more than Crip sets. But you know, from what I'm seeing too, there's actually a little bit more Crips out there than Bloods, man. But let's get into the Crip side. So now on the Crip side of things, you got the 4 trays out there, which are a very big set out there, and I give it to the 4 trays. I don't know who's going around the country lately repping 4 tray, putting everybody on. But when I was younger, the only trays you really heard of was 8 tray. If you live in New York, you heard of 9 tray also. But 4 trays is like, I know it's big in California. I know it's big in LA. But they are everywhere now. They starting to spread like wildfire. These mothers spread like rashes. They starting to spread like the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I'm saying, like, it's crazy. Yo, listen, I'm gonna jump off subject. That Popeyes chicken sandwich is mad good. But what? Y'all be online. Woo, it's crazy. Let's talk about it. Jump off subject real quick. Let's talk about it. So in my opinion, I had the Popeyes chicken sandwich, I had the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, and I had the Wendy's chicken sandwich. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be totally honest. I love the Popeyes chicken sandwich. See what I'm saying? I love the Chick-fil-A sandwich. The Wendy's sandwich is good, but it's probably the least favorite of the 3. So out of the 2, I will definitely probably have to give the actual chicken and the chicken sandwich to Popeyes. The actual flavoring and the seasoning, I'll have to give it to Chick-fil-A. But it's a toss-up. It's like a preference. See what I'm saying? Me, if I'm standing there and I got to eat, and I got my kids, and it's a Chick-fil-A right across the street from Popeyes, because y'all going to start seeing that now, watch. And that line is looking like 40, the line is looking like a Six Flags line at Popeyes. Like, I'm not doing that. And Chick-fil-A line always long. But you're not waiting 45 minutes. You always get good service from Chick-fil-A. Regardless of the discrepancies of what's going on. We talking about straight chicken. I'm not talking about the politics of it. Oh, they don't like this kind of people. Shout out to y'all who doing the memes out there. Them memes is funny as shit too. But yeah, that's what I would say, man. But let's jump back on subject, man. Then so you got a lot of it's 4 trays is deep out there. Then you got 5 Deuce Hoovers. There is a lot of Hoovers out there, but the Hoovers out there, they not banging criminals. They banging Crip. See what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a big discrepancy in LA right now too. If you Hoover, you claiming Crip. Some of them did not even claim it Crip. They only claiming criminal. Some of them niggas like, we both. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Word up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for the most part, you know, here in Houston, a lot of them, well, most of them for the most part are claiming Crip. See what I'm saying? But they deep. Then you got 6-0s. Everybody knows 6-0 is the most, is the biggest set out there. I'm talking about like nationwide. There is no deeper set. If you add all the 60s from all these different places, there is no set that wants to be mimicking more than rolling 60s. See what I'm saying? Which is right. Which is right. See what I'm saying? Word. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part, man, those are the 3 biggest sets out there, in my opinion. Would be the 4 trays, the 5 Deuce Hoovers, and the rolling 60s. Now you also got 8 trays out there. See what I'm saying? 8 trays pretty much everywhere. Another set that's everywhere. But you should know that too, with the big discrepancy between the 60s and 8 tray from back in the day. There's always going to be people that's, you know, scared to rep those sets, and there's always going to be people that's want to rep those sets because those are the most known sets. It don't matter whether you a Blood or a Crip, what kind of gang you in. Most people that read the Monster Cody book. If you went to jail, 9 times out of 10, you read that book. You read the biography on Stanley Tookie Williams. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people know about that set. Then you got actually, you got ATX Crip, which is like a local set that's out there. Now, a couple of discrepancies that threw me off with this. So I know you got Insane Crip Gang out there. That's direct descendant from Long Beach. But then we right back on this IGC thing again. I didn't even realize Houston got people claiming IGC too. Now I dig deep on this too. They supposed to rep 973. One's in New York, 793. Yo, listen, I know the people in New York, they're swapped over already. Direct descendant from Long Beach, so these cats, from what I'm hearing, is in the midst of the talk. But where did the I don't understand where the gangster part comes in and Insane. Maybe it's because I'm getting a little older. Maybe because I'm not in the streets like that no more. Maybe I might be a little out the loop. I don't get it. It's been insane Crip gang forever. Babies, I mean, forever. There was no gangster Crips, insane gangster Crips running around. And now the shit just popped out of everywhere. I know the ones in New York swapped over. They get into it with the, I mean, like, you know, it's once again, it's not like they get into it with the, you know, with anybody out there. Everybody know Insane. The LA set took a lot of crap because, you know, one of the colors that they rock or whatever like that, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But they always been a stronghold set. Everybody, you know, if you know about Long Beach, you know about Insane. See what I'm saying? Insane always been a stronghold set. Very deep in New York. Spread out a lot of different places besides that. You know what I'm saying? But what is it? I need somebody. I need one of you Insane Gangster Crips to hit me in the DM. We gonna talk more about this because, I mean, I need to know. There's no way nobody from Long Beach is going turning Insane Crip gang into Insane Gangster Crips. Come on. Know your history. You can't do that. You can't do that. Once upon a time, if they would have did that, made Harlem 30s neighborhood, I could have been 30s neighborhood. I can't just automatically say, oh, go to a different one and say, oh, we rolling 30s. We could go to different states and say, oh, we rolling 30s neighborhood. Nah. It don't work out like that. See what I'm saying? So y'all gotta, man, y'all gotta get it together, man. Somebody got to figure something out. Somebody gotta come to the table. We gotta talk about some stuff too. So the cliques out there pretty much runs the territories in Texas for the most part. Houston, San Antonio. Yes, San Antonio got gangs. Yes, it ain't all just about the Spurs out there. And I ain't talking about the basketball team. The Spurs is the shit you rock on the back of your boots. They do got gangs in San Antonio. Everybody know Houston is a known place in Texas. It goes down in Houston. Everybody knows this already. Dallas, same thing. Dallas is known for having good parts of Dallas, hood parts of Dallas. Good parts of Dallas, hood parts of Dallas. But people don't even realize, I'm talking about before the rappers started coming out. We talking about, you know, what? Fort Worth, Texas? Yes. I had family in Fort Worth, Texas. It was crazy to go out there and I'm like, what is happening over here? It's making Brooklyn look like the Hamptons. I'm like, ooh, so y'all living out here? Crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many good parts in Fort Worth, Texas. For all that, you might as well just move to the good part of Dallas. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, Fort Worth, Texas, man, a lot of good rappers. There is a lot of gangs out there too. I mean, once again, oh my God, you got the GDs, the BDs, came straight from Chicago. So not only did LA inspire Texas, but now you got all these Chicago gangs out there too. How did the Chicago gangs end up out there? Same shit. They fled. I can't be in Chicago no more. I'm running for the law. I'm running from this. I'm running from that. Let me go to Texas. Now you go to Texas, you living out there. You start meeting people out there. Oh, let me put you onto something new. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you got you got the main Chicago gangs out there. You got GDs out there, BDs out there. You got Latin Kings out there. And all three of them don't really like each other. See what I'm saying? So you got people pushing sets out there. You got people pushing crowns. You got the local gangs that's not, you know, a lot of the local gangs converted over to either being Blood or Crip. But, I mean, for the most part, though, it's just like between all of the different Chicago gangs and all the different LA gangs, all of the local gangs, and then now you got all the cliques. So now you mean to tell me your clique is more important than your gang? How is that working? There's no way you about to say your clique is more important than your rag. If that's the case, then I mean, something is wrong. Y'all might as well just not be in gangs. You might as well just not even be in a gang. You just be in the clique. What's the sense of you being a Crip from a set if somebody else from your set is in another clique and you get into it with that clique, then you got to fight the dude from your set for your clique? It don't work like that. If you was out here in California or New York, straight violation. Straight violation. Straight violation. You cannot go against your cuz for another clique. See what I'm saying? You cannot fight somebody You cannot fight one of your blue raggers for a red ragger. For somebody that wear yellow rags. See what I'm saying? Black rag. It don't work like that. Now, if that's the way y'all doing it, then that's the way y'all doing it. But we talking about, this is why I say, like, all the time, like, if y'all gonna rep LA sets, you gotta go by LA code of ethics. You see what I'm saying? You got to. It's just certain stuff you're not supposed to do. Now, I'm not saying y'all supposed to take on the same beefs. Because honestly, in New York, we don't got the same beefs as they got the same beefs out there. They don't got rolling 20 bloods too many in New York. You see what I'm saying? So that's our enemies. You know, that's our main enemies in LA. We don't got none of those out there. You see what I'm saying? We not really beefing with other, you know, Crip sets and shit like that. That's not what we do. See what I'm saying? We can't take on LA beef unless we in LA. Now, if we go to visit LA, and we out there, we just got to take over. If you move out there and you messing with the Lonks out there, that's what you got to do. Wherever you live at and that's who you messing with, you got to take on their enemies. I done lived in mad different states. I done lived in states where there was no Harlem 30s. There was other Crips, but there was no Harlem 30s. See what I'm saying? So that unity, that camaraderie is something that you need when you outnumber in certain places. See what I'm saying? So let's talk about the black on black crime need to stop, period. So now we talking about, if that's the case, if that's not going to stop, then just stick with your game. Let's stop the color on color stuff. The blue on blue, the red on red. Stick to what you know. And if we can't just stop the violence, then we need to just get back just messing with our certain sets or our certain gang, period. I understand having different factions, inside of Crip, inside of Blood. But once you start going to cliques, not saying that they can't have unity. Oh, because he Blood, you can't chill with him, or he... Nah, that's not the case. But when you got to start going against somebody in your specific set for that clique, then there's something wrong. The only way, when I was younger, you even get into it with somebody in your set is if it was something personal. Nigga said something to you funny, you know, SMD, you know, when they start saying that stuff, then it's like, we got to fight. I'm saying, oh, he tried to, you know, he tried to go slap my girl. See what I'm saying? Something like that, something personal. We was having a fight, he ran, see what I'm saying? And I stood there and got jumped. Something stupid like that. See what I'm saying? Then now we got to get in the square. We got to catch this quick fade, and then we back to good. But for the most part, it's like, you know, I can't just say, oh, well, OG, he from this clique. See what I'm saying? Nah, we used to get in trouble when I was younger. We was clique banging. See what I'm saying? You know. You was click banging, you was crazy. When I was out here chilling in San Diego, you know, with the West Coast 30s, you know, that was something when I seen that was big out here. Oh, I'm a lover, you know, I'm a lover, you know, I'm a LC, I'm a baby. You see what I'm saying? I used to get the OGs used to get them in, like, I need not be sitting here, I'd be about to fight and trying to impress these chicks. See what I'm saying? And then y'all getting into it, making us look stupid, jumping the square. Same thing when we was in New York. You see what I'm saying? I was the only Brooklyn cat from 30s at that particular time. It's more now, but at that time, I was the only Brooklyn cat from there. See what I'm saying? And Harlem and Brooklyn is not really close. So swag is a little different. Lingo is a little different. You know, all the meetings and everything was out there. So I used to have to travel mad far. I'm getting in trouble for my mom from coming home late. See what I'm saying? Stuff like that. See what I'm saying? So, you know, but we wasn't allowed to get in. We wasn't allowed to do that. You know, oh, he from here, or oh, he from here. See what I'm saying? You know, oh, he from here. See what I'm saying? You know, one of the G's from Avenues and one of the other G's is from 35th Street. See what I'm saying? You know, we wasn't allowed to say, oh, you know, I'm from here and I'm from here. You see what I'm saying? Nah, I wasn't allowed to do that. Even now, you can't, oh, I'm from 36. Oh, I'm from Lakewood. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm from 39th. See what I'm saying? You know, we not allowed to click bang. So it's like, y'all, click bang, y'all should really rethink that. That's y'all state. Y'all do things how y'all do things too. I'm just here to tell a story. You know, don't shoot the messenger. If you do, the messenger, you're going to shoot back this time. See what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Yes, sir. But Texas, man, y'all doing y'all thing out there in Texas. It's good to see. After doing my research, there was a lot of big homies that came out there and started it directly. Y'all don't have a whole bunch of local sets, but y'all do got enough to where y'all can call it y'all own. Shout out to the Hiram Clark family. Got a lot of information. you know, from them, about them. They was very informative. Doing their thing out there. It's good to see. It's a local branch out there that's doing their Houston stuff too. You know, a lot of people think all of the down south states got pretty much mostly GDs and BDs, but you know, Latin Kings. But it's a lot of Bloods and Crips coming up everywhere too. And you LA cats, man, it's like just accept it. Just accept it. If they ain't right, they ain't right. If they ain't blood and they ain't real right, then they ain't real right. You know what I'm saying? If they crippin', see what I'm saying? If they blue don't feel like it's true, you know what I'm saying? Then do what y'all gotta do. It is what it is. But if they real and they repping they shit, they know they shit, and they come out there and try to show respect, don't turn these niggas around. See what I'm saying? But you know, if they ain't right, listen, they ain't, let's be fans, right? Like in this instance too, let's go celebrity-wise so people know. Chris Brown. Chris Brown's supposed to be Fruitown Brim. Soulja Boy supposed to be Fruitown Brim. Now, if you ask me out of the two, if you told me only one of them was real, I would choose Chris Brown. And I would say, you know, if y'all had to accept, if I was Fruitown and I had to accept one, I would accept Chris Brown before I accept Soulja Boy. That nigga on, you know what I'm saying, holding his phone up and shit. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Who said Soulja can't, you know what I'm saying, shit like that? Chris Brown just chilling. You know what I'm saying? He ain't out there, you know, Fruitown in there, every what's name too. You know, that's just he said where he from. Now, I tell you all the time, man, a lot of cats, when they come and they get locked up and they do Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, when you come to New York and you do this time in Rikers Island, you got a couple of options. You could turn blood while you in Rikers Island, which most people do, because that's mostly what's in Rikers Island out there. And that's for everybody that lives outside of New York. And y'all who live in New York know what I'm talking about. So if you don't go that block to rep blood, you going to get into it. And if you choose not to rep blood, you better be ready to fight. And if you fight, I'm saying, for the most part, you handle your business, they going to leave you alone. You repping your neutral shit. Or you can just go be Crip. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the case, you don't want to turn Crip in jail. That's not the thing to do in jail. If you want to, listen, that's not the thing to do in jail, especially if you older. See what I'm saying? Let's be for anybody that's right now and you in your damn 20s and you trying to join the gang, you stupid right now. You super stupid. Not even regular stupid. You super stupid. The only people right now who should be older that's still in gangs right now is the people who turn blood or Crip 93, 94, 95. That's it. Because a lot of them, when it first came out here, they was already adults already. Because it happened in jail as far as bloods go. So they was already 18, 19, 20. See what I'm saying? But anybody now, like now, you doing it. You super stupid. See what I'm saying? So, you know, for the most part, it is what it is, man. But shout out to all these spots in Texas, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. This is Harlem Smiley, man. I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from my Harlem shit. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. It's your boy Harlem Smiley. This is the one, the only Dirt Gang TV. Yes, sir, man. Y'all know what's coming up next, man. Las Vegas, man. Las Vegas. Yes, Vegas do got gangs, and we gonna talk about it for sure. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification. If not, please like the channel. That's it. That's all I ask. I'll get back to y'all. And don't forget to tune into the Daily Strand of the Day. It's your boy, Harlem Smiley on Dirt Gang TV.